Hi, I'm Jessica Rose. Data from 2019 brings bad news for transportation companies, and the Women in Trucking organization is helping Girl Scouts not just sell cookies, but maybe even drive them to your door.
Hi, I'm David Compton. A semi full of beer crashes, killing its driver, and a woman trucker gives birth to a baby in a truck stop bathroom.
Hi, I'm Craig Maltman. The Truckload Carriers Association has recognized 3 new truckers as Highway Angels, and Werner selects the new Peterbilt 579 electric vehicle for pilot program. All this coming up on this edition of the Trucker News Channel.
Hey, this is Jesse James Dupree from Jackal, the Full Throttle Saloon, Jesse James Bourbon. Keep right in here for everything that is about the truck drivers, saluting you, our great American cowboys. Truck Ball Show kicks.
This segment is brought to you by truckjobseekers.com. Looking for the perfect truck driving job? Go to truckjobseekers.com. Trade wars and slowing global growth left major shipping companies at a low point at the end of 2019. Transportation performed poorly across the market in trading, with most shares in trucking, railroad, and ocean shipping companies sold off. J.B. Hunt, FedEx, UPS, and Expeditors International have all seen their stocks under pressure. The negative effects from the U.S. trade war with China may get some help from the recent interim deal announced this week. The Trump administration has agreed to cancel planned tariff hikes on additional Chinese imports, and Beijing has promised to buy more American farm goods. Government data shows that China's economy grew by 6.1% last year, down from 6.6% in 2018, and is currently in a multi-decade low.
An accident involving a semi full of beer shut down portions of the I-45 in Houston for several hours as investigators looked into the crash and cleanup crews tended to all the debris. A 35-year-old truck driver was hauling a load of Bud Light beer cans on I-45 when he crashed through a guardrail, hit a tree, and the impact sheared open the tractor portion of the rig, spilling Bud Light everywhere. Unfortunately, the driver was not restrained by his seatbelt and was ejected from the cab, where he landed in the outside lane of I-45 and was killed. No other injuries were reported.
The Truckload Carriers Association has recognized 3 drivers as Highway Angels for their efforts in assisting accident victims and helping prevent secondary accidents. Jeffrey Zeeb, a Canada-based driver for Bison Transport, was recognized for his efforts in assisting a motorist who hit a tree, fallen in the roadway, while directing other motorists away from the scene. Charles Jaswicks, a driver with H.O. Wolding, was recognized as a Highway Angel for assisting a motorist who had been ejected in an accident and was pinned under his vehicle. And last but not least, Robert DeGrazia, a driver with ABF Freight Systems, was recognized for his efforts to extinguish a vehicle fire and ensure the safety of a young driver. In recognition of being named Highway Angels, all 3 drivers received certificates, patches, lapel pins, and trucking decals. Congrats and a heartfelt thank you to these 3 drivers from all of us out there on the road.
You might not hear a lot of little girls say they want to work in trucking when they grow up. The industry has long suffered from the stigma that it's a job for men only. Ellen Voy, CEO and president of Women in Trucking, and the Girl Scouts of America are looking to get that mentality off the road and get more young women interested in a future with transportation and logistics. When Voy learned that the Boy Scouts of America offer a transportation badge, she contacted the GSA to find out if they offered an equivalent for its members. They didn't. So Women in Trucking worked alongside the Greater Chicago and Northern Indiana Girl Scouts region to write a curriculum for a transportation patch. The program offers Scouts the opportunity to learn how trucking affects their lives, the skills needed to drive a truck, and even the chance to get behind the wheel of a trucking simulator. Since its introduction, almost 1,600 girls have earned the patch.
Truckers are known for making special deliveries, but this delivery story takes the cake. Apparently, a female trucker gave birth recently in a truck stop bathroom. According to the story, a trucking team couple made a stop at Jim's Truck Stop in Chickasaw, New York, and that's when screams were heard coming from the women's bathroom. When employees went inside, they found the woman, who was 8 months pregnant, had just given birth to a baby girl. Luckily, the manager called 911 and an ambulance was there in just a couple minutes, rushing the two to the hospital. As a clean bill of health was given to the mom and the baby, they were released and back on the road. So I'm getting ready to become a grandfather for the first time, so I'd like a chance to just say to my daughter-in-law, Denise, stay away from those truck stops.
Time is money, and CatScale can help your drivers save time weighing. Drivers know their axle and gross weights before pulling off the scale, and CatScale weights are always guaranteed. Drivers get back on the road faster with the Weigh My Truck app from CatScale.
Werner Enterprises has selected the Peterbilt Model 579 EV for their battery electric-powered truck pilot program. The 579 EV delivered to Werner utilizes a TransPower energy storage subsystem with a total storage capacity of 352 kilowatt hours. It is driven by a Meritor Blue Horizon midship motor drive subsystem with up to 430 horsepower. Features an estimated range of about 150 miles and a charging time as little as 1 hour with a fast charging system is utilized. Funding for the tractor was provided through the California Air Resource Board California Climate Investments Program, along with the South Coast Air Quality Management District. If you're curious about getting behind the wheels of one of these babies yourself, pricing and option availability for the 579 EVs will be available on the Peterbilt Smart Spec sales tool in the second half of 2020.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to click the little red subscribe button below. You can also go to thetrucker.com to read the latest breaking news stories. That's all for this edition. On behalf of David Compton, Craig Maltman, and everyone here at the Trucker News Channel, thanks for watching.